you getting on, Mr. Rogers?
Nearly finished, Mrs. Kirren.
Good.
Oh, a mile at the most. We've come 5 miles from the station already.
I don't believe it. The downhill bit. Look. The sea. I wonder if that's Kirrin Island.
Must be.
What's that weird-looking tower?
I don't know. Expect Georgina can tell us so. Come on, we must be nearly there.
George! Really, Georgina? Georgina! Come back!
That must be it. Come on. Kirrin Cottage, isn't it?
What is it to you, may I ask?
We're Georgina's cousins. We've come to stay.
Yeah. Just what Professor Kirren would want. 3 more kids about the place interrupting his work. Lucky for you, he shut himself away on the island.
He must have built that tower then.
Uh-huh. It's part of his experiment. Top secret it is, too. So don't you go blabbing to no strangers about it. And don't let me catch you in my vegetable patch.
What does he think we are? Rabbits?
Here you are. How lovely to see you.
Oh, Aunt Fanny.
Well, you've certainly changed since I saw you last. I was still just a baby. Now, you must be Julian, and this is Dick. Did you have a good journey?
Yes, super. Lovely ride from the station, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, good. And I've arranged with the station master to have your baggage sent out. So, bring your bikes round the back and we'll go straight into tea.
I suppose you must be very hungry.
Yes, I hope you've got enough of those two, Aunt Fanny. Especially Anne. She nearly didn't make it from the station. Needs building up, you know. Did Mummy warn you?
Lovely afternoon, George. Lovely afternoon.
It certainly is, Mr. Johnson. So did you have a good lunch, sir?
Possible. Rather too much shop talk, you know. Ah, just in time for the office cuppa. Miss Peters, I'm leaving town for a couple of days. I'm sure the minister will be able to manage by himself until I get back. Have my car sent round to the front, will you, please?
Yes, Mr. Johnson.
Thank you. Tomorrow, we'll all go across to the island. Have a picnic lunch with Uncle Quentin.
Super! Where's Georgina, Aunt Fanny? We're dying to meet her.
I don't quite know where she is. I'm afraid George has got a bad habit of disappearing off just when she shouldn't.
Why'd you call her George?
Because she likes it.
But that sounds like a boy.
That's just what she hopes.
I wouldn't like people to think I was a boy.
No, but then you're not very like George. There you are at last, George. Tea's nearly over.
I'm not hungry, thank you, Mother.
These are your cousins, Anne, Dick, and Julia.
Hello.
Hi. Hello.
Hello.
Why don't you take them all outside and show them a few places?
But I've got to...
Got to what?
Nothing.
Good. Off you go, then. I'll clear away.
Thanks for the tea, Aunt Fanny.
Yes, it was terrific. Oh, that's all right. Off you go. Don't be late back. Why?
Aunt Fanny said we can go to Uncle Quentin's island tomorrow.
That would be super, Georgina.
My name is not Georgina, it's George. And the island isn't his, it's mine. Don't be silly. It's his. He gave it to me. And now he's working on it and he won't let me there.
But surely, if his experiment is so top secret, why is he doing it out there where everyone can reach him?
You try it. The rocks out there would smash your boat to bits. Only Father and I know the way through them. And he needs those tides for his experiments. That's why he took my island.
I wouldn't mind an island of my own.
Look, I've got something to do, something very secret. So don't try and follow me, any of you.
We wouldn't bother. It's going to be a laugh a minute with her around. It's all right for you two. I've got to share a room with her.
This is going to be a very long fortnight.
Can I get you another?
Oh, that's very kind of you.
My pleasure. Bitter?
Thanks.
Timmy! Timmy! Come on, Timmy! Come on!
Come on, baby. Oh, Timmy.
That's Quentin Kirrin's girl, isn't it?
Yes. A regular tomboy. Master George, I call her. Cheers.
Cheers.
That's her dog, too. The professor wouldn't have him in his house. Told her to give him away, but she dotes on that dog more than anything.
And how is Quentin? I haven't seen him recently.
Oh, he shut himself away on the island experimenting. He doesn't come back over. The missus takes supplies out to him. She makes him signal to her to show he's all right. Shines a torch 3 times from his tower. 10:30, morning and evening, regular as clockwork.
Does she now? Well, I suppose he's working so hard.
Come on, this is super!
I just wish Georgina was a bit more friendly.
George to you.
Last one up there buys the ice creams tomorrow. That's not fair. It's very lonely around here.
Hey, look! Looks like a sort of a cave.
It's very dark. Let's explore it.
Not without torches, Dopey.
Well, let's go back and get them then. It's getting late. Why don't we come back and explore it tomorrow?
Yes, we better leave it. Look, let's keep this our secret. George has got hers, and this cave could be ours, right?
Right.
Oh, hello there. You're the children staying at Kirren Cottage, aren't you?
That's right.
George not with you?
Nope.
Your uncle and aunt are great friends of mine. Why don't you come and have tea here tomorrow?
Ah, well, I'm not sure.
Oh, it's not important, whenever you're passing. See you soon.
Bye.
Funny bloke. This place is full of peculiar people. Aunt Fanny's the only normal one we've met so far.
Uncle Quentin sounds a bit peculiar, too. Well, we'll find out when we go to Kirrin Island tomorrow, won't we? I know, George. No, the rocks out there are too dangerous. You can cast off those.
Where did he work, Aunt Fanny?
I've no idea, love. He usually appears if we call. George, take the boys and see if you can find him.
Okay, come on, we get picnic. Father! Father!
Wow, what a fantastic place. Look at it. What do you think those things are up on the top of the tower?
Dunno, must be some kind of solar power supply system. I think the main equipment must be somewhere else.
Father! Father!
Well, I don't think he's up there. I wonder where he is.
Here I am.
So, Professor Kirrin, your island seems to be attracting quite a lot of attention.
You've grown since I saw you last.
It was 8 years ago, Uncle Quentin.
Was it? Well, I suppose that's to be expected, isn't it?
Whereabouts are you working at the moment, love?
In the cellars.
Cellars?
Beneath the ruins, the cellars of the old castle.
Is that your secret laboratory?
I suppose you could call it that, yes. George looking after you, all right?
Yes, she rode us out here, round all those rocks.
Wish I could row as well as that.
George will teach you. Look, I've got to get back. There's something I must check. Thanks for the supplies. George, you can have your island back soon. I've nearly finished.
Don't forget the signals, eh? You know I worry.
I won't. Take care of them, all right? Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Well, well. How nice to see you again, Kirren.
Chance.
Been doing a spot of bird watching, have you? What a splendid telescope.
Yes, it's very nice, isn't it?
Tell me, who are you working for this time? Russia, China, America? You've been a bit of a nuisance to us in your time, Kirren. I do hope you appreciate that.
Oh, no, I'm not working for anybody. Honestly, I'm not.
Ah, what a lovely transmitter.
Wait, look, isn't it? I'll take this one. George, what are you doing this afternoon?
It's my business.
Oh, well then, you won't want to come exploring with us.
Where?
That's our secret. We'll be over the ridge at the end of the beach. If you change your mind, we've found something rather interesting.
George, come on!
we've had no information for you in
Rare,
6 to 7 weeks.
you're not dealing with them again.
The monthly report.
Hello, Colonel Johnson.
Johnson?
How splendid to hear you again.
Well, what-
I'm afraid your little
Johnson,
scheme
where is
has run into
Curtin?
rather a sticky patch. Bad luck.
Where is Curtin?
Oh, and by the way, you won't be hearing from Mr. Kirton again.
Johnson, if I am thinking it is you.
It strikes me, Curtin, that you're in a spot of trouble. I think you and I ought to have a little chat.
I don't think anyone's been here for ages.
Can't see the end. It must go a long way. Come on. This isn't a cave. It's a man-made tunnel.
It's very long. It stretches out under the sea. What's that? It's a dog. Hello, boy. Who is he?
Dunno. Must belong to the man on the beach.
Timmy! Come on, Timmy, come here.
That's George's voice.
So that's our little secret. Come on.
Timmy, how many times have I told you not to chase rabbits? And just look at me when I tell you off. It's just not good enough. It's not on. Now, come on. Just you remember that.
Hello, George.
Dick,
And hello, Timmy.
how did you know his name?
You've just been shouting it.
He gave us quite a fright in the tunnel.
Oh, he's lovely, George. Is he yours? Yes. Then why didn't we see him at the cottage? Father won't let me keep him. A boy in the village has to look after him for me. I'd rather starve than get rid of Timmy. And besides, I hate being parted from him.
So that's why you were being so miserable. Don't worry, George. You can rely on us. We won't reveal your secrets.
You promise?
We promise.
On the head of Timmy.
Friends?
Friend!
I don't mind telling you this, George. I'd hate to be your enemy.
And another thing, George. That tunnel we found's no ordinary tunnel. We didn't go very far, but we found some steps.
And going straight down into the earth.
And heading out to sea.
Are you coming?
You bet. Come on.
Hello there. Are you coming to tea?
We'd better go. Else you'll wonder what we found down here.
Right, and I'm hungry anyway.
Okay, just coming.
Come along in. Make yourselves comfortable. Sit down. Bit of a mess at the moment, I'm afraid.
Gosh, look at that telescope.
Oh, yes, that's my hobby. Bird watching.
Kirren Island. I can see Uncle Quentin's tower as clear as anything.
Chops. Chops. Rare coast birds. I spotted a couple out on the island. I couldn't help seeing you out there, actually. How is your dear father?
Well, he's nearly finished, he said.
Oh, has he? Good old Quentin. Well, perhaps you could help me get the things out. Biscuits and cake in that cupboard. I'll put the kettle on. Right. Not that one. The biscuits are on the shelf below.
Oh, sorry.
Help! The aunt! My aunt! Aunt Joan! She's coming to tea, remember? Do you know her?
Oh, yes, indeed. A delightful lady.
Well, we've got to go. I'm sorry. Yes. Bye. And thanks.
Yes, silly of us. Excuse us, please.
Thanks anyway.
Bye.
Another time, perhaps.
Who's Aunt Joan? We haven't got an Aunt Joan. Exactly, and that man said he knew us. He's pretending to be a friend of Father's. And I've never seen him before. You shouldn't have told him Father's nearly finished. You know it's secret.
I'm sorry, I wasn't thinking.
Aren't you jumping to conclusions a bit, George?
I don't think she is. Did you happen to notice what was in that cupboard? A radio transmitter.
Well done, Kirren.
Well, I'm sorry. I mean, they rushed off. I couldn't ask them anything.
Now, I heard all I needed to know. Professor Kirrin has apparently nearly finished. Oh, cheer up, Curtin. You'll be busy tonight.
All the same, I think we're getting too worked up.
I mean, as long as Uncle Quentin signals. 10:30 coming up.
That plane's flying low.
It'll pass right over the island.
Has he signalled yet? Not yet, Mother.
Any minute now.
Four. 1, 2, 3. It's all right, George. He's safe.
His signal's up, Fanny.
Good. Right, off to bed, all of you.
Phew, that's a relief. But I will be watching the Tad through the binoculars tomorrow morning. Night. Good night.
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 Ah! Professor Kirrin, I presume.
Who are you?
No, you don't know me. My name's Johnson. I'm from the Ministry of Research.
Oh, thank heavens. For a minute I thought you were some sort
Or rather, I should say I was from the Ministry. You see, I've recently decided to strike out on my own and seek my fortune. And I found it, Professor. I found it here, on Kirrin Island.
Mystery